welcome back
to be so kind. And today we have the privilege to speak to Paul Rosen. He has had some challenges throughout these years. He has overcome these challenges, and he has become a motivational speaker and an inspiration to many people.
Hi, I'm Paul Rosen, three-time Paralympian and gold medalist in the 2006 Paralympic Games, and I am so pleased to be interviewed today.
First question, how did you suffer from your leg injury?
So in 1975, I was playing hockey. I was playing AAA midget hockey, and I was a right winger. I was coming around the net, and my skate caught a cut or a groove in the ice, and I broke my leg really bad. And my leg injury started from there, 1975, and then it progressed to get worse and worse until in 1997, I had to have a knee replacement, and the knee replacement got infected, and that led to having my leg amputated in June of 1999.
What sport did you play and compete in?
So a lot of people know me as competing as the goaltender for the Canadian sled hockey team or para ice hockey team. I competed in 3 Paralympic Games in Salt Lake City in 2002, Torino in 2006, and ended my career in Vancouver in 2010. Then I was the broadcaster for CBC for the games in 2014, 18, and 22. I also, a lot of people don't know this, I also played for Canada in the Pan American Games in 2008 in sitting volleyball, and we won a bronze medal in Rio de Janeiro.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Tell us about winning your gold medal.
Well, that was one of the highlights of my life, to be honest with you. This is the gold medal. It comes from a lot of hard work, and a lot of people say to me, Paul, a lot of people call me Rosie, my nickname, and they say, Rosie, I don't think I could ever win a gold medal. And I say to them, 100% you can, because I never thought that I was going to lose my leg. And then when I lost my leg, I never thought I'd play for Canada in the Paralympic Games, and I never thought I'd win a gold medal. So it's all hard work, and I say this to anybody, whether you're 12 years old or 63 years old or 90 years old, if you work hard enough and believe in your dreams, anything can come true. And this gold medal is 100% that case, that we worked really hard and won a gold medal, and this will stay with me for no matter what happens to me in the rest of my life. I'll always be remembered as a gold medal winner. There's only 15 of us.
Yep.
Wow. Is it true that your medal was stolen? What happened?
It is true. It is true. So on March the 18th, 2006, we won the gold medal. On February 7th, 2007, I was doing a charity event with a bunch of hockey players from the women's team and the men's team and myself. We had them all sitting on a table like this. We had security there, and we were just about to pack up. And one of the players on the women's team, Cheryl Pounder, she said to me, Rosie, where's your medal? And I said, it's beside yours. She said, no, it's not. We went crazy. The police were there. Everybody searched everywhere. It went across Canada on all the news stations. Don Cherry, who was a good friend of mine, that night on Coach's Corner told the rat that stole Paul Rosen's medal to put it in a mailbox and the police wouldn't be involved. A week later, we got my medal back. A week later. And that's why the ribbon looks like this, because I refused to get a new ribbon, because it's all about the journey. It was all about what it took to win it.
I get it. It's like a very special ribbon you don't want to replace.
Exactly. A lot of people don't understand that. They think, why wouldn't you get a new ribbon? Because this is what the journey was about. I don't know who stole it. I don't care who stole it. People say it could have been a boy, could have been a girl, could have been a man, a woman. I don't care. It makes no difference to me. I got it back, and that's all that matters.
Right.
Yep. And is there anybody that inspires you? Why?
Wow, that's a great question. So when I was growing up, my grandfather, my mother's father, Sam Yuchman was his name. He came over from Poland when he was a kid, and he started the first Jewish radio program in Toronto, the Jewish Hour, and he reported the 6-Day War from Jerusalem, and he was probably my biggest hero as a family member. He died when I was 18 years old. This microphone and the Star of David is for him. That was his original microphone, and the Star of David, about me being Jewish. And Yeah, cool, eh?
Wow.
I know. And I named my son Sam after my grandfather, Sam Yuckman. So he was probably my family inspiration. My life inspiration is Terry Fox. Every year I do something for the Terry Fox Run. Terry Fox has done more for amputees and cancer research in this country than anybody. And if anybody called me to do anything for the great Terry Fox, I'd be there like that.
That's great.
Yeah, great questions.
We heard that you had difficult with reading. Is that true? Tell us about it.
It is very true. So when I went to school back in the 70s, it wasn't like things are now where, and it's not like I don't blame anybody for anything that ever happened to me. So I want to get that across right now. Um, but I had a problem reading and writing. I had a perceptual problem. I had dyslexia. So every time I did anything in class, somebody would make fun of me, and then I would stop doing it. I wouldn't read anymore, and it got to the point where I failed a couple times. I don't think they do it now, but I did grade 8 3 times, which was not a lot of fun, because people make fun of you, and it's not fun to be made fun of or to make fun of anybody. And so later in my life, I decided to work on it, and I worked for a company called ABC Life Literacy, and I don't know if you guys remember the name
We definitely know that.
of Robert Munch. You know the name Robert Munch?
Yes, we used to love him very, very much.
So I was very fortunate to work with Robert Munch on a big project for adult literacy, for adults that couldn't read and wanted to learn how to read. And now at the age of 63, I will actually pick up a piece of paper and read it. Where it used to be like Superman, my kryptonite, I would never read anything. I was terrified of reading. And now through learning and listening and being positive, people saying, no, you can do it, you can do it. I actually can read, and I'm very, very proud of the fact that I can read.
Very nice.
That's very, very impressive and good.
Thank you.
And are you a motivational speaker? And what does this mean?
I'm very proud to say I've been a motivational speaker now for the last 20 years. And what that means is I go around all over the world. Before COVID, a lot more than now, but I would go anywhere and I would speak to groups on many different things. I would speak to them on overcoming adversity, on reading and writing, on literacy, on addiction and many heavy subjects. But the main thing that I would speak on as a motivational speaker is trying to teach people that you can achieve greatness if you reach out for it. Like what you two are doing right now. To me, that is incredible. Instead of just sitting back and watching, you're doing something. And that to me is the most important thing, because you're showing other kids out there that you don't have to just turn the computer on and watch. You can actually have your own show.
Um, I just want to say, if you would travel, like let's say very, very far away from here, just to do that, would you do it?
Yes. Now I did it for a living, so I got paid, right? So it's like anything else. You have to make a living, right? So
Would you do it if you weren't getting paid?
I would if I could. Like, so if there was an opportunity for me, let's say, so my leg was amputated in Israel. I don't know if you know that, okay? So if I had an opportunity to go to Israel and do something that I believed in very strongly, yes, I would do it for no money. I've gone to Australia twice now to work with handicapped kids and didn't make anything.
And it doesn't matter if you're getting paid or not, because you're still teaching kids about, like...
Absolutely. To me, that's the most important thing. The most important thing right now, the most important for me in where I am with my life with three children and 5 grandchildren is to teach people that just because something bad happened to you doesn't mean that you can't do anything great.
Yep.
Tell us about your book.
I would love to. So about 2 years ago, I got approached by Roger Lajoie, who's a good friend, and he's written 13 sports books. And he wanted to talk to me about putting my book out. And my story has always been never give up. On every picture I write, the one you have, I write never give up. Never give up is my saying. And we decided to do this book, Never Give Up, The Meaning of My Life, the Paul Rosen story. There's a lot of stories in here about overcoming adversity, about being a better person. You know, how I got this story, the meaning of my life, comes from Viktor Frankl, who is an incredible, incredible human being with the Holocaust and everything he has done. It was very important for me to have the meaning of my life there because so many people say, what is the meaning of my life? I didn't know what it was. I know what it is now. The meaning of my life is to show people that anything is possible. And we've got some,
Yeah.
want to see a great picture? Who do you think that guy is?
You?
That's me when I was 2 years old.
Wow.
I know, as a big kid. I was 42 pounds at 2 years old.
Oh.
My grandson, Zach, is only 40 pounds and he's 7.
Can you tell us about being a mental health advocate?
I can, yeah. This is something that's very important to me because I have had serious mental health issues over the last number of years from things that have happened to me. And a lot of people just see me as this Olympic gold medalist who's got this and got that, but they have no clue my personal life and what's happened to me behind the scenes. And I don't want to get too heavy, but for me, being a mental health advocate and to speak about addiction and suicide prevention is one of the greatest things I have the opportunity to do. I do a lot in the community, in the addiction recovery community in York Region, and I have an event next week that I'm going to. It's very important to me because mental health is an issue that hits everybody now.
Yeah.
What kind of foundation do you want to create and why?
I am so glad you said that because just yesterday, my friend Jimmy Abrams, my oldest friend, we're friends for 46 years. Can you imagine having a friend for 46 years?
Wow.
I know. I met him when I was 17 and I'm 63 now. And he was the one that did my GoFundMe to get me the new leg. Because as you saw when I came in, I'm crutching. My leg is gone. It was thrown out 5 weeks ago.
How did it break?
It died. It was 15 years old. It gave me as much as it could give me. And it's gone now. It's gone away to the artificial leg graveyard. It did a great job for me. But now I'm crutching till I get my new leg, which is very hard on my hands and my shoulders. Very expensive, yes.
How do you manage without a leg?
I have no choice. Again, another great question. I use my crutches, and I crutch everywhere I can go because I have to do things. I have to go and I want to go and see my grandchildren. I don't want to stay at home. So I've just learned how to adapt. And that's what a lot of people do. You're in a wheelchair. You don't have what everybody else has, 2 arms and 2 legs, so you adapt. I've learned that over the years to always adapt. So I can survive in anything that happens to me. And, so the foundation, getting back to that. So my buddy Jimmy, who started to GoFundMe, we started talking about doing a foundation that we're going to start in the next year. And that foundation is going to be for anybody in a situation that needs help. Whether you're an amputee, you're in a wheelchair, you're sick, you don't have the means to pay for things, you have a mental health issue, whatever, it's going to be for people that have problems, day-to-day life problems. That's what we really want the foundation to be. And it will be called the Paul Rosen Foundation. And hopefully, at some point when it's my turn to leave this earth, my kids and my grandchildren, they will keep my name going. You got it. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for meeting with us. It's been amazing to talk to you, and we learned a lot.
I appreciate it. Now I want to ask you guys a question. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So I love this. I go around the world. I've done over 1,200 events in the last 18 years.
That's impressive. That's really impressive.
Thank you. I get interviewed by I've been very fortunate to have been interviewed by some of the best interviewers in the world. Peter Mansbridge, some of the best on CBC. Somebody is not happy. But that's what's good about doing this outdoors. And, we're not in a room. We're here where everybody is having fun. And, so the important thing for me is I've done a lot of events with people that make a lot of money to interview people that have interviewed some of the greatest people. But I love when kids have the initiative to do something and don't just do it to do it. Like when I got these questions, guys, I got to tell you, I was extremely impressed by and you have come up with all of this and put this on YouTube and tried to make this a world a better place by showing great stories.
Yeah, that's what we try to do.
Exactly what we're here for.
Okay, so I am so impressed whatsoever. Like, you guys don't know how impressed I am. I want to ask you one question. Okay,
Sure.
Both of you, you can go first, ladies first. what do you want to do when you grow up? When you're done with school, do you have a clue what you want to do?
Definitely.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be an actress.
Fantastic. That's great. In movies or Broadway or?
Really doesn't matter.
No?
And I've always loved singing
I love
since
singing
I was
too.
4 years old.
I go to karaoke every Friday night.
Since I was 4 years old, I would love to be up on stage and sing in front of a couple people.
Okay.
I've singed in front of 1,000 people
Oh my
before.
goodness. So you got to make me a promise on camera. When you make it big, you have to invite me to your first big event.
Yeah.
Okay? All right.
Yeah.
You heard it here on YouTube. Okay. What do you want to do?
Like we did on one of our YouTube shorts, be kind.
That is fantastic.
And really, when I'm older, I'd want to be still doing this.
Okay.
And I don't know, like anything really technology related, because I'm good with those stuff. And
Okay. So I'll make you a promise also, like I made your sister a promise. When you get to that point and you want to do it, I will use every power I have with all the people I know, and I know a lot of people in the industry, to get you on your feet and get you going.
Yeah.
I've been very, very impressed with both of you. Thank you so much. Everybody that's watching this, remember, you can do anything. You can achieve greatness if you put your mind to it. Never give up. And look at these two incredible, incredible young people that are showing you that the future is now. G?
Okay, well there you go. No, it's yours. It's yours.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. What's O?
Be kind whenever possible.
It is always possible.